Hey there, everyone. We're going to get started shortly. Welcome to Sunday Stretch. I hope everyone is doing well today. We started a little earlier just so I could say hi and welcome you to Sunday Stretch with EmBODY Well. You should go ahead and get your mat, as well as, if you want, you can bring a towel, you can bring a yoga block, you can bring anything that makes you feel comfortable and makes you feel relaxed. So that's where we're going to start today. So if you're here early with me, you can get started by just sitting down or standing, your choice, and just starting to breathe deeply and releasing any tensions that you've had from the week, just really allowing yourself to be present in this moment and be in the space with us to de-stress, and get into a space of not only recovery, but also appreciation. I don't know about you, but I've had the opportunity to connect with friends that I haven't connected with in some time. Former students who are friends, and old friends from college, and it's been a very balanced journey. There's been the stress of not knowing what's going to happen, and to some degree what's going on, balanced with this affirmation of all of the wonderful things, people, and opportunities I have in my life. So I hope that all of you are able to turn over the coin and see the other side and really appreciate what opportunity this is giving us to reflect. To some people I hear are doing lots of spring cleaning, to expand our cooking capabilities, since we're not doing as much fast food and eating out, and hopefully connecting with each other in positive ways. Because I know sometimes you're smashed up in one household, not used to being with each other on an ongoing basis, and it can be somewhat challenging. So look at this as an opportunity to improve your communication with one another as well. All right, so we are going to get started shortly. We got about 4 minutes. So if you want to, you can send me a message in chat. Tell me ways in which you're making this an opportunity and not just looking at it as a constraint on your life right now. One of the other things that I'm doing is focusing on a book that I've had in my head to write, as well as some other tasks that it seemed like I never had time for, and now I have a little more time. So hopefully you all are able to do that as well. So again, if you're just joining, we are getting started in about 3 minutes officially, but I wanted to join a little early and say hi and just get you into a space where there is positivity and encouragement, and welcome you to that and invite you to share what kinds of things you're seeing that you're doing that are actually positive and that you've had an opportunity to do that you hadn't been before. So you can, if you have a mat, you can use a mat. If you don't, it's fine. You can use a towel or any other thing on the floor. If you're on a rug or carpet, feel free to go ahead and just be on the floor. You can be barefoot and just, hang out. All right, this is your opportunity to hang out with me. You should go ahead and silence your phones if you have that. Have some water handy. I have my handy water bottle. And just get to a space where you can chill out and have a little silence and start getting into your body, feeling what your body feels like. You can kind of, in this pre-time, kind of give yourself an opportunity to just feel around. Where do you feel tension? Where do you feel stress? Where do you want to stretch? And hello, E! Good to see you. So, another person I'm connecting with that I haven't seen in a while. You get a little more light on the situation. Hopefully the weather where you are is nice and you're able to open some windows and get some fresh air. Or if you're able to do so without violating any stay in place, shelter in place orders, go ahead and get out and get some air. If you have a backyard, if you have a patio, I don't know how many of you have seen, one of my friends shared with me in Italy where they're out on the balconies and they're playing music and they're almost creating an orchestra with everyone's different contribution. It's fantastic. Thank you so much for being here today. Your body is thanking you, as am I. And you should give yourself a pat on the back and congratulate yourself for taking this time to stretch and really relax and let go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So what I want you to do is to sit however you're comfortable. So if it's cross-legged, if it's feet together, if it's legs out in front, whatever makes you comfortable, this is about your comfort. And when we're stretching, we want to get to this point of mild discomfort, right? So where we're feeling like we're really challenging ourselves to get to that next point of stretch, of recovery, of flexibility. So wherever you're comfortable right now, we want to start because we want to get in the space where we're relaxed enough to allow our bodies to really take advantage of the stretch. So sit however you like. We want to be in a receiving position to really receive the relaxation that we're going to emanate today. And we're going to go with silence today. You may hear some of my birds chirping, not my personal birds, they're outside, but they tend to be very loud. So with that, let's take a few deep breaths at your pace. Make them nice and gradual. So you take time to open up your lungs, to open up your belly, to open up your chest until you can't take any more in. And then you gradually and slowly let out. Oh, I don't want you to get all tied up in where you're inhaling through and exhaling through at this point. Just really focus on the breath. You can even listen in that silence or whatever you're hearing, sort of natural sounds around you. Can even be your children playing, maybe thumping around. You got it upstairs or downstairs. But just close your eyes and enjoy this space and this moment. Think about really starting to elongate the spine. So if you're sitting up nice and tall, and even as you exhale, not sort of crumbling down, but keeping the back, the spine long. Continuing to breathe. deeply, slowly, with intention. We don't have the opportunity a lot of times to think about our breath. And this is a form of meditation. Just breathing with intention. Slowly, deeply, and as you're breathing, just think about how amazing your body is. This is something you do without even thinking about it. And this is your way of showing love and support to your body by actually focusing on it and supporting it and optimizing that breath. So you can open your eyes if your eyes are closed. And again, the idea is to keep that same intention, that same feeling of relaxation throughout the rest of this session. All right? So we're actually going to stand up. However you're comfortable, just take your time. All right? And we're going to stand. And you're going to go ahead and bring those arms up. And down. And up. You can inhale with that up and down. Feet can be a little wider than hip width apart. Nice and strong. And inhale up. And down. Now, feet, again, a little wider than hip width. You can kind of turn them out a little bit because we're going to sink down. And again, I'm going to get a little wider. You're going to sink down. And I want you to put your hands either underneath the toes or underneath the heels, wherever you're comfortable. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually straighten the legs and let the head drop. And hold. Really aim the top of the head towards the floor. So drop, hold, keep breathing. Inhale, come on down, drop the hips. Push those hips down as far as you can. And up. Breathing with the movement ideally. Inhale. And exhale. Really keep pushing closer to the legs, trying to get that head, inner thighs, relaxing those shoulders down, and exhale. Couple more times, you want to stretch a little further each time. So we're going to be a little more dynamic this time, which means we're going to keep moving through stretches and holding them for a few seconds. Inhale. And exhale. Last 2 times. Open. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and inhale. Come on back down with those hips. And what I want you to do is go ahead and put your left hand down and open the right arm and look to the side. Keep those knees open and stretch. And go ahead and stretch up. Stay twisted. Come on back down. Let's switch. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold that breath. And down. Let's do the other side one more time. So you're here, aiming for that 180, and up. And when you get up, go ahead and straighten that back out. So again, even if you're not on the floor, you can aim to really twist. You can get that arm as close as possible to right underneath the other arm. And down. Up. All the way up. And twist. Breathing. And down. And up. That felt really good to me. And down. And go ahead and roll up slowly. You can soften your knees. Come on up into a standing position. And let's roll those shoulders. Shoulder rolls are always good because a lot of us carry our tension, as we all know, in those shoulders, that neck. And let's roll it back. 2, 3. And you can close your eyes if you want. 4. Because you want to feel how your body's feeling. You want to do, if you stay here and roll your shoulders the entire time, that's fine. Because you need to do what you feel. And self-massage, always a good thing. So if you want to give yourself a little compression, really massaging those shoulders, let's do a little side to side, because we're actually going to do a little side work in a moment. So, all right. What we're going to do is we're going to line those feet back up with those toes facing me, okay? And you're going to lean to one side, all right? You're going to reach those arms up. They can be either palms together, or you can actually put them in prayer position, okay? And we're going to stretch over, staying bent, keeping that foot facing forward, and reaching. So you should feel that reaching long. There'll be a little compression here. And straight up. You're making that spine as long as possible as you're moving to the side. And up, all the way up. Stretch through those fingers. Stretch. And down. And shake it out. Go ahead and bend to the side. Again, don't let that knee bow out. If your toes are facing me, then your knee should be going in that same direction. And up and over. Take a breath while you're there. And up and down. And straighten the leg. And go ahead and okay, we're going to do that one more time. Now that you know what you're doing, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to lean one side. Try to keep that torso nice and straight so that spine is nice and straight before you take it over to the side. Oh, if any of you have any crack, I just had a nice vertebrae crack. It felt really good. I don't know if you could hear it. Breathing while you're here. Trying to eke out maybe a little extra side, a little inch additional. And up. I like to release those shoulders afterwards. Again, this side, we're gonna reach up nice and tall first. Tall, 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 straight, 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 strong, strong, strong. And stretching. Up and down and forward and back. All right, we're gonna do the same thing with slightly different arms because we're actually gonna twist. So that back, ideally, that back, just if you see me from the side, stay straight, okay? You don't wanna bend over. You wanna keep it straight, but you can hinge from those hips and turn the shoulders so the shoulders start to stack up in that one line like we were in that squat down on the floor. And look behind you so the whole spine kind of twists, almost like a, most people analogize it to a washcloth wringing out when you twist all the way from the bottom to the top. Keeping that knee in, breathing. And other side. Right above it. And if you can go past that point, twisting past that point, even better. Keeping that back straight and center up. So now let's just roll those shoulders side to side. Really just enjoying this feeling of looseness. And let's go back the other way. Swimming with those shoulders, moving side to side. You're getting a little mobility in that ankle, keeping the feet flat on the ground. All right. All right, so we're gonna actually put one knee on the ground. We're actually going to repeat the stretches we did when we were standing. So if you need a pillow or something else to cushion your knee, then that's fine. If you want to do it again standing, you can also do that. You've got options, okay? So the other leg is going to be out. This time, we're going to go to the side again, but this time what we're going to do is we're actually going to stretch that arm a little bit more. We're going to pull it. You can either grab the other elbow or reach down your spine with that left elbow and then reach over. So you're reaching with that toe, staying straight on top of that other leg and stretching. Again, try to keep those shoulders stacked, those elbows stacked. Gravity's helping you here, pulling your body, so you do have to use some of those muscles just to keep you from just falling over. And up and down. Go ahead and put those arms, interlace those fingers in the back and just pull back. Open the chest, open the shoulders. Stretch. Remember, don't have those shoulders up. Relax them down. That's part of the release. And push those hips forward. If you're comfortable, you can reach behind you to those heels and push the hips even further forward, allowing your head to relax. So again, as far down as you're comfortable. If you're more comfortable with your hands on the lower back, Pushing forward, that's fine. If you've got that interest in, that need to release a little further, the whole front of the body, you can go ahead and do this. And again, you can go as low as you're comfortable. The emphasis though should be on the hips, so you're elongating that front of the body. Pushing those hips up, using those glutes to push through. And I like to come up by pulling there. All right. That's one of those things we have to, especially if you do a lot of work this way, opening up and pulling, especially those shoulders open, is really great for you. So you can do this anytime. Remember, you can always come back to this channel and watch as well. So we're going to get on that left knee this time. Go ahead and stretch out to the side. You may feel a little stretch in this already. So that foot can be flat down, or you can pull the toe up. But I'd like you to keep the knee facing forward. So again, arms up. We're going to grab that elbow on the side of the straight leg, so the right elbow. You can either reach down your spine or just grab the other elbow, wherever you're comfortable. And stretch it out to the side. Now one side typically is a little looser than the other side. So don't think, oh, this is not working on this side, or oh my gosh, I didn't do it right on the other side. You're fine. Try to eke out a little extra stretch, a little further. Breathe in that new position. And up. Whew. All right. This time we're going to come back, and I am going to encourage you to go to the side. And what I want you to do is cross the ankles. So you're going to cross the ankles. You can move the knees out a little further, and we're going to come down, push those heels back, and reach forward. So we cross the ankles, so we open up the hips a little bit more. We're still opening up the chest, shoulders are back. Take note of which ankle is on top, because we're going to switch. Sometimes the position feels really good. All right, so let's switch. So whichever ankle's on top, go ahead and move it to the bottom. All right, push back, reach forward. Keep reaching through the fingertips so you can really stretch out that back, those shoulders, those lats. All right, come on up. Okay, we're going to come back. Just like we did before, we're going to revisit the same position with one knee down, other leg out. So this time you're on your right knee, all right? And this time we're going to reach to the floor, okay? So ideally, you're going to put, if your hand's going down, that's fine. I want that wrist underneath that shoulder. You can get it there. And let's reach nice and long. You're reaching the toe away from the finger, finger away from the toe. Let's stay nice and vertical with that supporting leg. Breathing here as you exhale, always on the exhale, trying to relax and or so to give yourself a little, eke out a little more stretch. All right. Okay. Remember, we're going to come through center the same way we did before, leaning back, either supporting the lower back or coming all the way down and stretching. And hopefully, come on up. The second time you do it, it becomes a little easier. You feel a little, you got to go a little further in order to get that bit of stretch, discomfort. All right, same thing. We're coming up on that other side. We're putting the hand down and we're stretching. Really keep that hip pushed forward. Don't kind of sit back onto that leg. That leg should be up, hip right on top of the knee, and you reaching overhead, reaching the fingertips away from the toes, toes away from the fingers. Opposition, creating a very long side there. Keep energy going through both the fingers, the entire arm actually, and that leg, so that you're almost sort of constantly pulling them away from each other so you feel that side, almost like a tug of war. Breathing. I sometimes try to get in 3 to 5 breaths, sometimes longer, but today I'm in that range. So if you do this on your own, just do it. And this time what I want you to do is to go ahead and open those. You may want to open them as wide as the mat, because this time what we're doing is we're putting the toes together, not just the ankles crossing. The toes are touching and we're coming forward, pushing those hips down. So this is another hip opener. We did some of these last week. Taking nice deep breaths. Feel those hips, those inner thighs opening up. And walk your way up. You can come on those elbows, those hands, stretch under, knees together. I'm going to turn around. Okay. And we're going to do 2 just because before we swap the legs. So let's go ahead and do another 5 breaths. Go on down. I like to walk it down, walk it out, reaching out in front. Taking deep breaths. Keep walking further out with the hands. If you feel yourself cramping up at all, make sure you have water handy. It's usually because you're dehydrated. You use up more water when you're having to eliminate different stress chemicals in your body. And you're using up all those vitamins, and so there's all kinds of byproducts being created that need to be excreted. So go ahead and drink up with that water. Help your body, help you. Even if your immune system is having to kick in, it's important that all of the waste byproducts that are being created by those fighter cells are given lots of transport, lots of liquid to remove. And let's come back up. Okay. All right. So we're going to do something. We're going back to this dynamic way. I might take a little sip of water. This dynamic way. Then we're going to do a pigeon stretch. Okay, so you're going to come up to a nice plank position. All right, so that means those hips are pulled under. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to pull that knee up in front of you. So the right knee, depending on what you're doing, what position you're in, to that same arm. So knee to the arm, and as far as you can get that ankle up, and then just push down with the hips. So keep those hips flush. You don't want to kind of just sit over on this side. You want to push down, keeping those shoulders from being all the way up. Push down, and push down with those hips, so that you're opening up those hips, opening up that glute muscle, those butt muscles, those peach muscles. Now remember, stretching is a great recovery exercise if you are doing lifting. You don't want to risk injury, but also as you break down your muscles in order to build them up and make them stronger, make them more toned, you want this opportunity to help them actually recover and build stronger and tighter. All right, so we're going to actually do this a couple more times. So we're going to come back up into plank, get into a nice juicy plank, and then that same leg is going to come forward. So pull it forward and see if you can go a little further down. You can reach back with that back toe. I tend to use my toe to push me back a little bit, and sit down again. Again, not on one side, on both sides, trying to keep them even. So we're actually going to do 2 more of these, in and out. Back, breath, and forward. All right. We've got 1 more. Hopefully you're feeling stronger, more flexible with each one. Back. Let's get that right foot in and down. So once you get into position, you can relax that back toe down. Remember, don't give in to the temptation to kind of let yourself sit down. Keep the stretch strong and lifted. All right, and go ahead and release. We're going to release through the center here by doing a little cat and cow. So you're going to really stretch that back out. Let the head drop, let the tail drop. Knees should be about hip width apart, as are the hands. Those wrists are underneath the shoulders, so don't have them too far out. Go ahead and lift your head and your tail. Create an arch in the back. I'm going to move back a little bit so you can see me a little bit. All right, then curve. And arch. And curve. And arch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. All right, and I think we're ready for the second cycle, which means Again, whichever knee you brought in just now, we're going to do the other knee for the next cycle. Okay? So, come on up. It's a plank position. Nice and strong. And bring that other leg up. And again, pushing those hips, keeping them even across this front. Pushing the shoulders down. Strong. You can display those fingers open. So you have a nice. So remember, we have 4 times with this. So come on, bring that toe under. Come on up in prep to bring it back. This is number 2. Bring it in. Get to that position as quickly as you can. Settle in. Again, push down. You can kind of, again, move back, settle back so that you're aiming at getting that bent leg hip down to the ground. But again, you don't want it to go down without the other hip. So don't let one hip get left behind. Push with every exhale. Go a little further. Again, the longer you hold it, the longer the muscle has an opportunity to open up. With that breath, it gives it even more ability, oxygen to relax. All right, we're on our 3rd one. Up into plank. Get there strong first. And relax down. Excellent job. I know that you guys are doing well because anything that you do is good. Any movement that you're taking on, you want to try to watch your form so that you don't injure yourself, but your body was designed to move. So you deciding to join EmBODY well on embodying well and showing what that looks like, being an example for your kids, taking time to take care of your body and take care of you. All of that is invaluable, regardless of how far you're going, how flexible you are, because it's all a journey and a process. Last time. And last one. I like to see how much further I can get down on that last one. And it always feels like, since the first one, there's been a lot more opening. And I want to thank you guys for that. This was my other opportunity. When I decided to start doing Sunday stretch, it was a great opportunity for me to be stretching on Sundays. Which is something I always said, oh, that's what I'm going to do. But now, because of my commitment to you, I'm doing it. And my body is thanking me for it. Taking big, deep breaths in and out. All right. Okay, let's bring it in and bring the knees together. And we're just going to get into a really small ball. So the tops of the hands, the palms are going to be face up. The top of your head, aim it at the ground. And just make yourself into a little small ball. A little breathing, deep breathing, small ball. Now, one of the things that I've said in the past is when you have done a stretching class, whether it be yoga or something else, you should feel different in your body. Your body should feel more open, more alive. You may feel a little soreness, but you should actually feel your body. It should feel like you're feeling parts that you hadn't felt before. You should be more aware of how your body is feeling. And that's what I mean by you feel your body. So let's put the soles of the feet together. We're going to lay back. So come onto the edge of your mat. But we're going to start up. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to put those elbows. I'm going to face you, but you stay at the end of the mat. You're going to put those elbows inside and push down at the same time that you try to resist with your legs pushing up. So you're kind of creating a little force by pushing down with the elbows, pushing up with the knees. So pushing down and I'm pushing against those. My arms feel like they're stronger than my legs right now. But creating that tension really helps to open. Now again, go to the side again for you. I don't want you to hunch over. I want you to keep that back up as you push forward, push out, and legs push in opposition. Just hold that for a couple seconds. Push, try to resist those elbows pushing against your legs, against those knees, inside. All right, that should have been the knees pushing up. Now, knees push down, just by themselves. Pushing down, pushing open. Pushing down, pushing open. Keeping that back nice and straight, nice and lifted. Pushing down, pushing open, soles of the feet together. Shoulders down, relaxed, away from the ears and the neck. Breathing still. Keep pushing open. Try to open them as wide as they can go, which means as low as they can go. All right. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take it back. All right, so we are going to go back with the soles of the feet still together, opening. Go ahead and put a little gentle pressure on your thighs, on those inner thighs, and push them out. So gravity's doing part of it, just allowing them to fall open, but then you're giving it a little extra support. And what I want you to do is try to, at this time, before we start just relaxing entirely, push the lower back down and push the hips open. So in this motion, there's a lot of activity, a lot of energy going through the body. Even though you're static, you're in a pose, there's still a lot of energy. All right, now just relax for a moment. Put your arms out to the side. Let the legs continue to just drift wherever they are. You're not putting additional pressure on them, but gravity is kind of helping them out. You don't have to do anything specific with your abdominals or your back. You're just laying here very naturally. So there'll probably be a natural curve in your back off the ground. Allow that to happen. Take some deep breaths. Go ahead and bring your knees together. You may have to give them a little help. If you've been stretching well, there may be a nice T shape from the body. Keep those knees together and let them fall to the side. Breathe. Breathe. Up. Let's go off to the other side. And really try to relax your body. If you feel tension in your glutes, release it. If you feel tension in your inner thighs, try to release the thighs, the calves, the feet, the head, the face, the neck, the shoulders. Try to let everything go slack. The only thing you should feel that's sort of actively happening is the rising and falling of the chest and the belly with the breath. And let's lift up. And let's just let these feet out. Hands out by your side, right beside the hips. So again, you're not doing anything in particular. You're focusing on not doing anything. Letting your body just sink into the floor. Letting it be heavy. Relaxing all the muscles. Toes and fingers relaxed. Pelvis relaxed. The chest relaxed. Feel how your body feels along the floor. Your heels touching, calves touching, buttocks touching, upper back, back of the head. Take a big, relax even the jaw, mouth, eyelids. And as you continue to inhale and exhale, nice and deep, go ahead and drape your arms around yourself in a nice big hug. Everyone who's done any of my classes knows I'm all about self-love. So be good to yourself, be compassionate to yourself. Not everything is supposed to be perfect, including you. In fact, your imperfections are probably some of the things that a lot of people love about you. So embrace those as you embrace yourself. So we have to take the good with the bad. We just want to have a lot more good than bad. And that's what this time is all about. Arms up. Tuck the chin. Let's roll up. You can grab the back of the thighs if you want to for help. Shake out the legs. Shake out the shoulders. And give yourself a nice pat on the back. And I'm giving you a round of applause. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving your body this time. And I look forward to seeing you hopefully during the week. Check out the EmBODY Well Instagram for the dance fitness classes, the core class. We've got a lot of different things going on to keep you motivated, moving, and healthy during this time. So thank you again, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.